What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for coming to my channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this link. All right, so if you're thinking about getting your CDL, the first thing you want to do is get your CDL permit. You need to study and go to your local DMV office and take your test. I believe it's like $35, maybe. It could have changed, might be higher or lower, depending on what state you're in. But yeah, take your CDL permit test. But before you do, you want to download this app called the CDL Prep app. Now you download this app and study it, because it's gonna have all the same questions and the answers right there, in the palm of your hand. And you just study that to get ready, so you be prepared and you will know what's going on when you take your test. That app could help you out a lot. Actually, it's the same exact questions and answers. I know here in Georgia it's like that. So that's the first thing you want to do, is get your CDL permit. And if you're out there smoking and drinking and high and all that, you need to chill. You need to cut all that out, because you have to take a physical, a piss test, and a hair follicle at most of these schools that you go to get your CDL. All right, so one of the things that you can do, if you got the money, if you got $3,000 or $4,000 saved up, $5,000, whatever, and you can pay to go get your CDL without going to a school and having to pay it back, go that route. Power to you. But honestly, I think the school would be a better choice. A school, basically, they'll fly you out or put you on the bus, bring you out to the school, put you in a dormitory. For instance, KLLM is where I went, in Jackson, Mississippi. They flew me from Atlanta to Jackson. Well, sorry, they didn't fly me. They actually put me on a train, and I caught the bus back. So I went to Jackson, Mississippi, to KLLM, which was a great school. It was like a 3 weeks class. You went to class, and you also on the range, driving the truck, going through all the procedures, and you could take a final exam. You got to pass in order to get your CDL, your physical CDL card. And just make sure that you, like I say, you study that app and find you a great school. You got schools out there like KLLM, you got Prime, you got Swift. You got a lot of schools. I like the school route because you end up meeting a lot of classmates, become good friends over time. Y'all trucking together, and it's just always good to have people, like-minded people around, doing the same thing. Y'all becoming truckers together. It becomes a great, trucking family for you, So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep this video short, but definitely download the CDL Prep app. It got all the questions and answers in there. And they also have some additional tests you can take, like for your endorsements, like tanker, hazmat, and I think doubles. So study that app. When you're on your break, you're going in the restroom, you're in the restaurant, you're at the truck stops, wherever. Just study that app and questions in that app and take the test, the practice test. It's all practice, getting you ready for the real deal. And call around to some schools. Recruiters are looking for truck drivers on a regular, like every day. So if you call, they'll give you some information about their course, their programs, and how much it costs and things like that. Most likely, once you finish your schooling, you will be paying that money back as long as you stay with that company. They'll take out your check, so it may be like $50 or $60 a week while you're running loads for that company after you go through your training with your trainer on the road from school. So CDL Prep, find you a good school, and you'll get with a trainer after school. And some schools, it just depends. Some schools maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months, you go on the road with a trainer, then they turn you loose. And that's it. Good luck.